and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tapping in. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe and like videos like this.
Nah, this bro. I've been running for a bit, and bro, car keeps following me. And look, you can see the doors open right there. Like, bro, they just stopped like right in front of me, bro. Yo, deadass. If I don't ever post again, that fool's nose. So weird, bro.
This proves that time is just an illusion. Time is not real. Time is definitely not real.
Got good food.
What year is it?
Huh?
What year is it in our calendar?
That y'all.
What year is it right now?
Because we use our own calendar.
Oh, I don't know that.
It's 2018.
It's 2018 right now.
Yeah.
And we have 13 months.
No, this is a psyop. This is a psyop. So you mean to tell me in Ethiopia, it's 2018? It's 2018 in Ethiopia, 8 years in the past. And what do she mean they got 13 months? What's the 13th month? And why is time moving so fast in the United States? Why are we in 2026 and they in 2018? I feel cheated. I really feel cheated. Basically, if you want to go back in time, move to Ethiopia. Move to Ethiopia. They still living in their best years, man. For real.
I don't know what's worse. The shit that they revealed about the Epstein files or the rabbit hole that I went down about live dolls. And let me start by saying this. This is another reason why I always say the dark web is not the place to be. So basically, people are getting auctioned on the dark web. And they're getting auctioned to be a live doll. You heard what I just said? A live doll. So people on the dark web will bid on you. And when they win the bid, you basically sign yourself away to be their live doll. So how they do this is, they will surgically remove all of your bones, all of your limbs. They will have your tongue cut out. They will remove your eyes. They will then set your body up to a feeding tube so that you can get food and nourishments so you can spend the rest of your life as a live doll. You heard what I just said? And the craziest part of that is this. If you wanted to die, if you wanted to get out of that contract, if you wanted to get your own life back, that is not possible. You can't even take your own life. You would have to be a live doll for the rest of your existence until you expire. Jump down a rabbit hole. Hit that search bar up there, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. There are people that are signing up for this on the dark web. I'm out.
I am a vampire hunter that I hunt and kill them. I tell everybody that I'm an herbalist and I can make a cup of tea for you that is the most wonderful thing you've ever tasted, and I can heal you or I can kill you without you ever knowing.
ये देखो पानी में कीड़े आने लगे हैं अब ये दिख रहा है आपको ये देखो ये पानी का कीड़ा है और पानी के अंदर ये ट्रांसपेरेंट हो जाता है बिल्कुल और जिस पानी को हम पी रहे हैं उसी पानी के अंदर निकला है जो हम बाहर से खरीदते हैं 20 रुपए वाला जो टैंक देके जाता है 20 रुपए लीटर वाली बोतल बड़ी उसके अंदर ही निकला है ये देखो घूम रहा है मेरे हाथ।
Hey, let me know if I'm tripping or not, okay? I think this is some sort of Mandela effect. And the reason why I'm saying that, didn't the word Skechers had a T in it? I remember when I was a kid, seeing a T in the word Skechers. Am I tripping, man? I know they do this stuff all the time to mess with us, but didn't Skechers have a T? Comment below if this is true or not. I need to know, man. This is another Mandela effect, I believe.
You know what? You're coming with me to work today.
Hi guys, I'm Kip Chavez, and I'm gonna show you the shocking differences between McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's. This is my 84-day-old Wendy's cheeseburger. It is completely rotten and disgusting, covered with yellow, green, and white mold. It has been rotten and moldy since it was about 3 weeks old. This is what we should expect our food to do. This is my 178-day-old Burger King cheeseburger. Like the Wendy's cheeseburger, it began rotting and molding when it was about 3 weeks old. And as you can see now, you can't hardly see it through the Ziploc because of all the mold and dust that's come off of it. This is my 343-day-old McDonald's cheeseburger. It basically looks like new. If we take a closer examination, you can see that there is no rot or mold. There's a little bit of bun flaking, but I think that's just from me pulling it out to film it every day. And this bottom bun did break in half. Here's the original receipt that has deteriorated faster than the McDonald's cheeseburger itself.
And if it was me, this is where I would keep my dragons. I'm just saying. My dragon could fit right there. You dig.
Is the conspiracy about Arby's true? Is Arby's McDonald's 2.0? Tell me how many people you know walk into this establishment and buy all of this meat. Because that's all I see right there. This Arby's shit is about to hit the fan. Why does the menu have people acting like that? What the fuck? What the fuck? And this is the menu he's talking about. You got people that work in Arby's that say the customer walk-in don't add up with the money that they're supposed to be getting. So how is Arby's still in business? So I had to jump down that rabbit hole. Mind you, Arby's has been dealing with the same rumor since 1997. And the rumor is the roast beef isn't roast beef. Ever since 2012, when that 14-year-old boy bit into a piece of Arby's sandwich, a piece of a finger was in his mouth, part of it was in a sandwich, shit ain't been the same. You heard what I just said? Someone bit into an Arby's sandwich and there was a human finger in his sandwich. Allegedly, a worker was cutting meat and sliced her finger off, but it was in the sandwich. Mind you, that happened more than one time on different occasions. Another worker, quote unquote, sliced their thumb off and it was in a sandwich. And I'm not telling you not to eat Arby's. I'm telling you to go down that rabbit hole. People that worked at Arby's had a couple of things to say about Arby's. I'm out.
And who thought it was Spider-Man?
There's a theory. Yeah. There's a theory that Marvel Comics, Marvel Studios wasn't actually founded by who we think. It was actually founded by this Filipino guy that nobody knows about.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So take this in. Yeah, so as we know, Marvel was actually founded by Martin Goodman, right?
Okay, yeah.
So it was originally called Timely Comics in 1939. Okay. And then only in 1961, I believe, they changed it to Marvel Comics, right?
Yeah.
Now there's this illustrator and author, I guess?
Author.
And author that created comics in the Philippines. His name was Mars Ravalos. Marvel.
No, what the fuck?
So look. If you write it out.
Yeah. What the fuck?
If you write it out, bro. Mars, right?
Ravel.
Los. Mars, Ravelos, right?
Marvel.
Vel.
Cross out the two S's?
Marvel.
Que ya están empezando a prepararnos a todo el mundo con las nuevas cuarentenas tipo COVID, pero ahora van a ser las cuarentenas por la falta de energía. No es broma. ¿Se acuerdan la cuarentena del COVID? Teletrabajo por Zoom y que no salgan, pues van a aplicar lo mismo en todo el mundo. Ya vienen las cuarentenas energéticas. Nos van a empezar a decir, no salgan, todo teletrabajo por Zoom, no utilicen transporte público. Es más, no hay transporte público, no hay gasolina, se quedan en sus casas. En serio, no es broma. Es el COVID 2.0. Muchos pensaron que tenía que ver con otro virus, pero no. Tiene que ver con la falta de gasolina, de petróleo y en general de toda esta situación. ¿Y cómo va a arrancar toda la invasión militar? Bueno, ya lo están diciendo. Laura Loomer es un agente del Mossad, pero bueno, es una podcaster influencer allá en Estados Unidos. Viene un ataque similar a las Torres Gemelas. Y esto similar a Pearl Harbor también. Que también nos damos cuenta que Pearl Harbor fue exactamente lo mismo, ¿no? Viene un pretexto, un ataque dentro de Estados Unidos, precisamente para decir, nos vamos a la guerra. Y en ese momento vamos a hacer un reclutamiento masivo. Realmente nefasta, pero es influencer y la que tiene mucha gente de MAGA que la sigue. Próximamente va a haber un masivo ataque terrorista islámico en Estados Unidos y sus perpetradores seguramente van a tener enlaces financieros con podcasters. Fíjense, le van a echar la culpa a los youtubers.
You're freaking late. I want to kill them. Oh my god, you guys.
Come on, girl. Just take the shoe off.
There's this brand new game, Suji Aura. It's causing so many in Japan. So the only thing you need to play this game is a comb, right?
Yeah.
And you grab your comb and you go into a two-way street and you stand right in the middle of the intersection, right? You run your fingers through the comb, like, and you make the sound.
Yeah.
Like, and while you're doing that, you just say Suji Aura 3 times. Please grant me a true response.
Suji, grant me a true response.
Right? So as soon as you say that, a stranger will walk by. Yeah. And you're not supposed to look at the stranger. You're supposed to do like this. And you say, stranger, tell me my future, without looking at it. And so many people have died because they get a detailed look into their future by the stranger, and they decide to just themselves because how bad it is.
Shit.
So many people have themselves just because, fuck, I'm living such a bad future, might as well do myself bad.
Have you ever seen the Marfa lights?
No, I don't know what that is.
Outside of Marfa in West Texas.
Okay.
You're out in the desert and there's lights that bounce and skitter across the horizon. You know, you hear it and you go, yeah, right.
UFOs?
And people will be, oh, it's car lights. And it's like, that ain't car lights, man.
Yeah.
There ain't no car in the world that is moving from that side of the horizon to that side of the horizon and bouncing along the way and like swirling. You go there and you can all collectively go, there's one.
So I just got to my hotel and I'm like, wow, this hotel has a balcony. That's awesome. And I walk out here. What the hell is this room? There's even a f***ing window looking out here.
Observa lo que ocurre en este video. Ese globo de Elmo, ponle atención, ya que le sacan todo el aire. Pero algo extraño ocurre más adelante.
El tuyero es mora, el tuyero es mora. Lo logramos. Oye, tengo la voz extraña, ¿no? Oye, se te quedó la voz de chupaste el helio. Hola, papá. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Bueno, papillos. Pero bueno, nosotros ya nos vamos a ir. Ya es hora de terminar, acabar a la obra.
¿Cómo es posible que el globo flote?
No, sí que no tiene cabeza, güey.
All right, guys. Who's taking this home?
The craziest coincidence of all, get your fingers ready, JMO. Dennis the Menace, a cartoon, was invented in England and in America on the same day and the same year.
That makes no sense.
Isn't that bananas? Same character, same name.
There's actually two completely separate Dennis the Menace characters. UK Dennis has black hair. US Dennis, blonde hair, overalls. No evidence either knew about the other before publication, so it's treated as a famous coincidence rather than copy. On sale the same day. How is that possible?
Want a soda? Yeah. Hey, you want to work with us? You the bank?
No fucking way.
You wanna go with?
Opportunity of a lifetime.
Why don't we ask the board what it would like to be called? And it spells out O-U-I-J-A, naming itself. Now, this is a word that didn't exist prior to this. I've got a compelling theory as to where it came from. And they said, well, what does that mean? And it spells out good luck. It means good luck. And
that's what it actually means?
That's what it said it meant. And they will later claim it's the Egyptian luck board. So they would later claim it's an Egyptian word that means good luck. It is not an Egyptian word.
What if the spirit was actually just telling them good luck? Like...
Right. Hey, good luck with that. Well, they're going to have good luck with this because it turns out they've got a hit on their hands.
Okay.
But one compelling aspect of this story that kind of confounded collectors for many years was they say, we then noticed she was wearing a locket with a woman's visage on it, a woman's face on it, and it had that word on it. And we asked her if that inspired it, and she said no. But Ouija as a word did not exist.
You can improve your outcomes of remote viewing if at the moment of feedback you get very excited. You can kind of increase your ability to view the future and send that information back through time, creating what we call a time loop.
She was at church when she hears this. A disturbing video was taken this last Friday the 20th at the Catholic Church Our Lady of Grace in Greensboro, North Carolina, where a woman named Sandy entered the building when she began to hear multiple demonic screams coming from a man. Scared, she records the haunting scene and prays. But after a few minutes pass, she goes and gets a priest for help. 12-minute-long video, the man screams in different demonic tones as the priest continues reciting the Bible, and at the end, we can see the man finally begins to regain consciousness. Exorcisms remain one of the least understood rituals in the world, and when multiple voices speak through a single man, it raises a chilling question: what was really inside him?
Do not skip this video. I'm going to show you two moons in the sky.
They're just happy the sun is out.
La pandemia se hizo para una modificación genética, como una etiqueta de se me va el rango reptil y ahora todos son pulpos. Ustedes tienen muy bien ubicados las lagartijas, los reptiles. Me hablan de reptilianos y reptilianos, porque hay un chingo de historias de reptilianos. Sí. Los mismos reptilianos tienen castas o clases. Hasta entre perros hay razas. A ver, primero, o los más clase baja, son los reptilianos o reptilioides, ¿no? Son verdes, tienen morro algunos, tienen cola, otros no, otros carecen de morro, pero sí tienen colmillitos. De ahí sigue la casta blanca, que sería como una lagartija albina, y estos son peligrosos. Estos son soldados, estos son agresivos, estos incluso nosotros los tenemos modificados ahí como algunas entidades demoníacas porque son destructivísimos. Estos solamente los sueltan cuando quieren erradicar algo. ¡Fum! Chíngatelos. Y de ahí todavía seguimos más para arriba. De ahí la raza superior de los reptiles la conocemos y lo entendemos. Son los dragones, los draconianos. Quedan muy pocos. En la historia planetaria solamente ha habido 3 draconianos. Quetzal, que es el que nos tocó a nosotros, y 2 dragones que todo el tiempo los hemos visto en Asia, el Yin y el Yang.
El Yin y el Yang.
Esa casi siempre. De las esferas del dragón también.
Ahorita lo voy a decir.
Esos también. Allá en Asia había 2 draconianos que eran los 9 hilos. El Yin y el Yang.
Qué pedo, güey, o sea.
Sí. Y así los pulpos, y así los grises. Por ejemplo, los grises, que son estas entidades como cabezones, con unos ojos alargados negros, no tienen nariz, carecen de nariz, nada más tienen 2 puntitos, y su boca es una raya, ¿no? Hay 2 tipos de grises. Los grises altos, esos son grises científicos, esos son grises inteligentes, y hay otros grises pequeñitos, y los grises pequeñitos son esclavos. Los grises pequeñitos no son libres, son tan esclavos como nosotros. Todas las clases de extraterrestres tienen grises. Es decir, de repente te va a abducir una nave de reptilianos, pero el reptil no se va a arriesgar, carnal, a bajar, a materializarte, a agarrarte y que tú en la loquera y en el miedo, pum, le sueltes un chingadazo y te lo quiebres. No, para eso va a mandar a sus grises. Todas las castas extraterrestres tienen dominados o esclavizados a una clase de grises pequeñitos, y estos ni siquiera piensan individualmente. Estos son unimente, como los de estamos agradecidos, los de Buzz Lightyear, todos piensan igual.
Pero por ejemplo, o sea, con esto estás como insinuando que no hay vida en otro planeta, güey, o sea, que estamos como solos.
No.
O sea, porque eso de los extraterrestres, y así como tú lo estás manejando,
todos están aquí, ¿no?
Exactamente.
Ajá, sí, no. Algunos están aquí.
Y entonces,
muchos están aquí. Pero si yo te hablo de una raza, y de esa raza nada más están 3 aquí. Y entonces de esa raza que estén 3 aquí, ¿quiere decir que ya no hay más en otro lugar? No. Hay 3 aquí de esa raza y ya. Su planeta está en otro lugar, así. A ver, están los reptiles desde hace un chingo de años. Se les empieza a salir del cuajo, o las personas empiezan a despertar, ya no quieren reencarnar. Vienen los patrones, llegan los pulpos y les dicen, ¿qué oles, cabrón? ¿Cómo que se les están despertando las personas? ¿Qué pasó? Y las lagartijas siguen, híjole, ay, patroncito, es que mire acá, que no sé qué. No. Fuga, vámonos. se me van todos. Y lo sacaron del cuajo. Aquí, era importante. Tenemos al granjero, y el granjero dice, yo todos mis borregos les voy a poner un arete de color amarillo, ¿va? Que eran las lagartijas, eran los reptiles. Estos son mis humanos y todos van a ser así. Llegan los pulpos y dicen, ¿saben qué? A la fregada los reptiles. Pero ahora, ¿cómo voy a modificar o cómo voy a identificar a estos humanos? ¿Cómo voy a hacer que estos humanos sean ahora míos? ¿Cómo les voy a marcar este arete amarillo? Ah, pues fácil, los modifico genéticamente. Les hago una adaptación genética. ¿Y cómo voy a hacer eso mundialmente? Con una pandemia.
Ok.
Con la famosa vacuna, ¿no? Con toda la conspiración de la vacuna.
Y esa es la verdad oculta de ¿y por qué la pandemia? ¿Y por qué en este momento? ¿Y por qué después de tantos años que ya teníamos resistencia, inmunidad, adaptabilidad, todas estas chingadas? O sea, llegó otra especie, nos quitó el collar rojo y nos puso el arete amarillo, que fue la pandemia. Y el que no lo procese y el que no quiera y el que no sé qué, que se me vaya del sistema. Y fue lo que pasó. Mucha gente pereció.
Sí. Digo, y sí se hablaba ese tema como en el momento de la pandemia, se hablaba de que alguien lo había como soltado, ¿no? Para poder exterminar pues a la mayoría de la humanidad. O sea, sí había teorías.
¿Reducción poblacional?
Sí, porque entre que ya éramos un montón y todo el tema de cómo controlar y cómo...
Sí, digo, tampoco pueden hacer una purga como se ha visto en las películas, ¿no?
Sí,
de
claro,
que vaya, pero ¿cuál
sí,
fue la
es un
manera
poquito
como
peor,
más,
pero sí.
cómo fue la manera más como más oculta, digámoslo así? Pues les aventamos una pandemia, una enfermedad que pues mortal.
Y entonces es eso, aquí está otra verdad oculta bien fuerte, ¿no? Porque si hablaras de la verdad oculta, de a quién le benefició la pandemia, ¿para qué soltaron la pandemia? ¿Para qué los mataron?
Sí, o sea, justo esa pregunta que yo y creo que mucha banda es, ok, si hay una conspiración de la pandemia, el por qué y a quién le beneficia justo
porque
lo que
la
dices.
permitieron.
Exacto. O sea, ¿a quién le beneficia el tema de la pandemia?
¿Tú a quién crees que le beneficie?
A los bueno, más allá de todo el sistema monetario, de la compra y venta de medicamentos y toda esta chingada, bueno, pues la pandemia se hizo para una modificación genética, como una etiqueta de se me va el rango reptil y ahora todos son pulpos.
O sea, ahora somos
pulpianos.
Ahora somos la cuarta transformación. Sí.
Ok.
Esa clase de políticos son pulpos. Putin, toda la otra clase de políticos son pulpos.
Okay, no.
Pero estos temas son tan fuertes que no nos vamos a meter, ¿no? Ahorita.
Está complicado.
Sí. Poco a poco.
Carrey for a second?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Like let's talk about celebrities.
Yeah. Definitely.
Because this guy is waking people up and he's not even around anymore.
Right. So you looked into him?
I did.
Yeah,
Okay.
everyone was
Of course
saying
I
in the
did.
comments, you guys should go watch her video. I'm like, no, I don't even want to watch it. I'm just going to wait.
Let's just have her on.
Yeah, I don't even want to watch
yeah.
it.
So what happened with him? Because we did a whole like breakdown and
Did
it was
you?
just
Did you?
I don't think that's him at all.
Oh yeah, okay. So I looked into him very similar to I looked into Charlie Kirk, right, and Erica Kirk.
Mm-hmm.
And so Jim Carrey was on the other side. Okay, so when you remote view someone's soul, right, like it's a frequency or a signature. So as a remote viewer, it's like if I want to go remote view Hawaii, especially if I've been there before physically, it's like I can just teleport into that, right? So it's like you follow the signature of the location or the individual. So, I mean, sometimes I follow the signature of an individual and I show up to, your body. You're here on planet Earth.
Right.
With Jim Carrey, I'm in the afterlife. Like, I am literally on the other side, and there he is. There's his soul. Like, there's his soul signature. And I'm like, yep,
Wow.
not surprised to see you here,
Wow.
disembodied. What's going on? And he had a lot he had to say. So he spoke out against the Illuminati for quite some time.
Right. Very famously did that. Yeah.
He knew he wasn't supposed to. And he also knew that he had a little bit of power in the dynamic because there's no way they could replace his talent.
For sure.
That was his safety net for a very long time. And even at that point, he didn't even care if they took him out. Like, he knew that he was speaking out and that could cause the end of his life. And he's like, this is more important than any of that, right? So he was willing to make that sacrifice years ago when he was talking about the Illuminati live on talk shows.
Right.
So there was that. And then, you know, the only question that I really had that I did not get answered, so I have my own speculations, of course, but it's like, why now? Why now?
I always ask that.
Because they could have taken him out years ago when he was talking about things. And there's like a variety of reasons why they either replace you with a body double, they put you into rehab, which is really just MK Ultra programming.
Britney Spears.
There's a reason why they do that, or just take you out completely and replace you with a clone. My biggest speculation, because Jim Carrey himself didn't know why now, right? Out of any other time. My speculation on this is that they wanted to use his influence. I said in my Jim Carrey remote view video, just watch, they will most likely get him into a film, right? Because the only reason why you're going to clone someone, either you kill them off and they're gone, they're out of here,
right?
Or you spend the money and use the resources, because it takes a lot of money and resources to clone someone and then program that clone to be that likeness, to put them in, to utilize their influence,
right?
To utilize their network, or you just take them out and then you take care of the problem, right?
Right.
Jim Carrey was not willing to play the game anymore, but they wanted to utilize his influence.
Right.
So guess what was just announced?
What?
Jim Carrey's new movie.
No
Which
way.
movie?
I missed that. There's no way.
Which
Yeah,
movie?
I'm not even
No, I
kidding.
missed that. Are you
Freaking
serious?
a new Sonic, where he was like the evil guy.
Yeah. Dr. Robotnik.
Dr. Robotnik. Yeah.
So
no way.
Just announced. Yep. After the whole fake award ceremony thing, and all of a sudden, like, I called it. Like, the only reason why they would replace him is because he didn't want to do what they wanted him to do, and they still wanted to utilize his influence. Now, one of my, sort of predictions for this is, if they can't replicate his talent in this movie,
They're gonna kill him off.
they're going to either change his role up completely, right? He's gonna back out of the movie, or they're just not gonna release, like, something happens with the Sonic 3 or whatever, and they're not gonna release it, right? Or they give him a very basic role to play. Like, it depends, but
I mean, even with AI now, you can replicate somebody's IP and their name and
change
likeness.
their face, even
So in Sonic, they just need his voice anyway.
Right.
So.
Really, right?
Yeah.
And so one of the things that was kind of cool that Jim Carrey said, just on the other side, was that if in his passing or in his replacement, if that leaves people off with questioning the nature of the business, the industry of Hollywood, then he's happy for it. Like, he's like, if I can leave this planet and wake people up along the way, he's like, I'm happy about that.
He's all for it. That's what
He's
it seems
all for
like.
it.
It seems like it was last ditch effort when he had his whole rants and all that other stuff, and he was making.
And people weren't listening.
Yeah. Like, he was kind of like, it wasn't really like a joke, but being that it came from him, it can seem like a joke.
Yeah.
Because he was throwing up the sign and doing all this other stuff, and people were kind of laughing, but he wasn't like really joking.
No.
If you could really tell, it was like just kind of like a message.
So I didn't see this clip, but people are saying that, one of the last things that he said in one of his last interviews, which was, I don't know, maybe a year or two ago, was like, if you see me again, it's not me.
It's not me.
Because I'm going into retirement.
Yeah. And he said, if I shave my beard, and it's not me.
And now he looks like Kris Jenner.
He's saying, oh, I'm dead.
Literally, he looks just like
I'm
Kris
dead.
Jenner.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
And that's a wrap for tonight, fool. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, don't forget to hit and smash the like button for me. Smash the subscribe button, be part of the family. Remember, stay woke, and I'll catch you next time.